Are you struggling with hormone imbalances? I was too, until I found a way to fix them naturally. No harsh medications, just lifestyle shifts. That changed everything for me. Let me show you exactly what worked for me. There are some common myths. I want to explain why they're wrong. One of the myths is that in order to balance hormones, we must take a birth control pill. When I was in my 20s and had severe hormonal cystic acne all over my face and my back, I was given the birth control pill in a way to deal with my hormones. But the effects were that my acne got much worse and I ended up having multiple dramatic side effects. The other common myth is that many doctors prescribe synthetic hormones. But what they don't understand is that those medications do not address the root cause of the problem. I started with some key strategies. What were some healing foods and foods to avoid? First, the healing food, fruits, leafy greens and vegetables, healthy proteins and fats, but healthy fats in smaller amounts. These foods provided me with essential vitamins and minerals to support hormone production. Then there are the foods to avoid. Avoid processed, refined, sugary carbohydrates. These sugary foods will cause insulin resistance and cause problems for the hormones. Most importantly, you want to add more fiber. The more you consume fiber, the less estrogen you have in your body. Less estrogen from animal protein will support your hormones. You want to eat more in the way of plants, whole plant food. Fiber in your food supports healthy digestion, which at the same time will support the hormones, hormone production. The next important key strategy is managing stress and cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone, and when cortisol is increased, it disrupts the balance of estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid hormones, which can cause havoc for hormonal balance. There are ways that we can focus on de-stressing through yoga, meditation, breath work, walking in nature, exercise. Exercise helps de-stress. Doing things like walking or swimming or dancing. Daily exercise will help regulate hormones like insulin and cortisol and boost your metabolism. And so you want to make sure that you exercise for at least an hour, most days, at least 5 days of the week. You also want to be aware of getting too much exercise, especially for women, and this can also cause hormonal imbalances. Then we cannot forget sleep. Sleep is major detoxification support. Sleep is key for regulating hormone balance, so we must be getting enough sleep on a daily basis. Going to bed at a similar time every evening, getting about 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and you want to get off of any blue light from computers, cell phones, tablets, at least 2 hours before going to sleep. What is a breakdown of how you can set up a daily routine for balancing your hormones? First, I recommend fruit for breakfast. Fruit gives glucose for sustained energy throughout the day, key to setting up your first step in your routine. Then also, you want to be eating greens, leafy green vegetables throughout the day. I recommend eating greens in volume. I went from a small salad like this to a main meal salad. You can have them for lunch, for dinner, as the main meal, have accompaniments to your salad, adding to that main meal. You also want to think about taking out gut irritants. You do not want irritants like caffeine and alcohol. You also want to have the food with the most fiber. So that means pushing out the animal food and keeping in the whole plant food. This can take time, and you may have to go in steps. My first recommendation for eliminating animal food is taking away the dairy products. There are so many of them. Do it one at a time, but keep on eliminating. It is very important to have a healthy weight, and this way of eating is going to bring you to your ideal weight. Make sure to drink water or juice before or between meals, but not with meals, as it will create a pool in the stomach and will cause indigestion. In your day-to-day routine, please make sure to be very conscious about reducing and eliminating environmental toxins and chemicals, which have a major impact on your hormonal health. Things such as plastics. Plastics are a major endocrine disruptor. Chemicals that you put on your skin, such as fragrances. Synthetic fragrances have over 2,000 chemicals. What is a good way to track your progress so that you can see some results? Getting a journal and writing down daily what you're eating and also what you plan to eat in the days to come, even if it's only one day at a time. If you are struggling with hormone imbalances, start with these small changes today so that you can start balancing your hormones, especially if you're thinking about taking medication. I have helped hundreds of women balance their hormones naturally. If you're looking for those kinds of changes that will help you, book a free discovery call with me today to find out strategies that you can do to move yourself forward with balancing your hormones, which you can do by clicking the link in the description below. I'll see you on the next video.